Self-billing invoices are supposed to be an easy and simple way for you to get paid without having the hassle of chasing for payment, raising the invoice, calculating the amount, or calculating the VAT. However, what do you do when your self-billing invoice goes wrong? When you're not being paid on time? This was a question I was asked recently. There's two main bits of advice I gave. The first one was change the company, but if that's not an option, I delved into it. I asked a few more questions. It turned out initially they were paid on time, then they started being paid 7 days late, then 14, and now we're up to nearly 21 days late. For me, that suggests there's cash flow problems, and that they're prioritising larger self-bill people over smaller businesses. Now, we all know that this happens, but what can we do about it? My suggestion to them was to write them a letter. Just because you're on a self-bill agreement doesn't mean that the Late Payment of Commercial Debt Interest Act 1998 as amended doesn't apply. It absolutely does. Write whoever is raising the self-bill invoice a letter and say that unless your payment comes back on terms, and unless you get this next payment within 7 days, you'll have no alternative but to charge them under the Late Payment of Commercial Debt Interest Act. Now, this allows you to charge 8% above the Bank of England base rate from the date the invoice was due. Just be careful here when you're doing the calculations. I would strongly suggest you use a website to do this because the Bank of England base rate has just changed. So it may be that you need two different rates in there. If you're using a website, then the chances are that it will give you the wording. The wording will actually be for a small claims court, but you can adapt it to fit your letter. It will also let you charge an administration fee. This is to cover the time that you've spent chasing the money. For self-bill invoices, this is really, really crucial, because you shouldn't be spending time chasing money with a self-bill invoice. That's the beauty of self-billing. I'm waiting an update to see what happens, but I do believe my contact is going to be sending this letter. Do you have a query about self-billing invoice? Is there something you're not sure about the way your customer's paying you or not paying you? Drop me a comment on here, find me on Facebook, Twitter or LinkedIn, and I'd love to answer your questions. So, until next time, don't forget, you're speaking to a person, not a purse. Bye for now.